Hey class, so today we're back with another experiment. We're going to be doing elephant toothpaste, and I'm going to do the whole experiment here in front of you and see if it works. So a couple of things before we start that I want to talk about. One, I don't have one of those really cool bottles, so I'm going to be using this bottle and we'll see what happens. Two, my hydrogen peroxide is not 10%, it's actually 3%. So we might not see the same effect that 10% hydrogen peroxide would give to this experiment. I didn't realize it before I started to film the video, but I do think that it could still work. So we'll see what happens. So we're going to start out with some hot water in a cup here. Going to get this water nice and hot. And then I'm going to mix my yeast in with it. So I have my yeast here. Cut it open, mix in my yeast. I'm going to stir it up. And I'm going to let that get all foamy and activate a bit. So here it is in here, and you can see it, it's starting to rise. It's starting to get bubbly, it's starting to foam. Yeast is very interesting. So I'll leave that there. Next, I'm going to start with my toothpaste or whatever. So I'm going to put some hydrogen peroxide here in the bottom, a good amount. About that much. Oh, okay. I'm still recording. I thought it turned off. All right, so about this much. Then I'm going to take some dish soap and put in several drops. 3, 4. After I have my dish soap in, I'm going to take out some food coloring. And for this, I'm going to put in blue and red. I want to see if, it does anything. Maybe makes it purple. That'd be really cool. So I'm going to put in 1, 2, 3, 4 of the blue. That is too cool. It's cooler if you can see the color through it. And then I'm going to put in 1, 2, 3, 4 of the red. We're just going to swirl it up together. Now it's purple. Wow, this is really cool. Okay, so while the yeast is sitting, and I think it's activating right now. I hope it is. I'm going to talk about what's going on, what should be going on if this works, and I wrote it down, so I'm just going to read kind of what it will be going on if it works. So the yeast contains an enzyme called catalase that breaks down hydrogen peroxide into oxygen gas and water. The oxygen gets trapped by the soap, and you get a large foamy solution that's supposed to squirt out of the top of the bottle. The cool thing about this activity is that the enzyme catalase can also be found in our bodies. So you know when you put on hydrogen peroxide and it starts to bubble on like a cut or a scrape? This is the oxygen releasing from our bodies, and that's what kills the germs. So we have this enzyme, and we naturally produce low amounts of hydrogen peroxide because of that. So anyways, I've been letting this sit for a couple minutes now, and we'll see if it does anything. So I'm going to set this here on my little tray. I'm going to pour it in. And it is working. Not quite the same as in the other video. As you can see, it's not really a pretty color, But nonetheless, it is definitely working. So here we see catalase in the yeast is breaking down the hydrogen peroxide and releasing oxygen, but that oxygen has gotten caught in the soap bubbles, and so this is why we see this crazy elephant toothpaste. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm going to go clean this up now.